Hey, good evening, everybody. I apologize for the delay. I was out in the rain and I don't want to get my shirt wet. Dun, 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 dun. Y'all see that, right? Buzzin Bizzle, Buzzin Bizzle. So I had to go in, redry my shirt. I didn't want to come in on the wet show. I know some of y'all like it wet, but I don't want to be wet while I'm filming. Happy Tuesday, October. What is this? The 25th, 26th. We up in there like booty hair. How y'all feel? How do you? It is almost November. Next week is gonna be Halloween. I'm gonna get all the fat kids candy. Yeah, I'm giving out toes and fake rings. That's all I'm giving out this year. So listen, make sure you don't come to my house for trick or treat because I ain't got nothing for you, honey. So listen, thank you again for tuning in to Buzzin Bizzle. I'm also a little delayed because Buzzin Bizzle was a little down. I went to the doctor yesterday and had to get my blood pressure checked because I was feeling a little whoa, and it was a little high. It was 163 of 100. So tonight's drink will be none other than ginger ale. Notice how we always try to heal ourselves with ginger ale. So that's what I'm drinking tonight. Ginger ale. No alcohol. I know. Bummer. I love my alcohol, but not tonight. I got to get better because I got things to do. So while I pinky sip on that ginger ale, you all send out the prayers and the amens and the hallelujahs. And I wanted to tell y'all something too on social media. Whenever you see this is not a prayer. This is not prayers up. This is high five. So stop putting that on people's posts. Talking about I'm praying for you. That is not praying. That is high five. So if you didn't know that, now you know that. And you can thank Buzzin Bizzle for that info. All right. So when people say, they lost a family member or pray for me, do not send the high five logo. Just say I'm praying for you. I got special guests coming on tonight. I'm so excited. Tonight is like my nasty healthy show. I know it probably sounds a little freaky or crazy, but that's me. I'm freaky and crazy. So don't worry about it. I got special guest Jovi coming on tonight. She's going to be talking to you about how she did her weight loss. And then, of course, I got the freakiest queen in Chicago, Black Ivory, coming on later in the show. What I did want to touch on was this is Scorpio season. Well, them Scorpios, y'all beware because they will sting you with their tail. So be careful with the Scorpios. I think I only got 2 celebrity birthdays for October, and that's Alicia Keys and Swiss Beats' son's Egypt. I think he made 12 a couple of days ago. And then how many of you remember the show Girlfriends? My girlfriends. Well, that sounds a little good there. Maybe I should drink some alcohol. Let me get my alcohol. Hold on. I'm sorry. They don't make this, but this is my little special cup. It's my Royal Crown. Oh, yeah, that a little strong. Let me hold on after that. But anyway, the celebrity birthday for the show from the show Girlfriends is Persia White. You might not know her by her celebrity name, but she was called Lynn because it was Joan, Lynn, Maya, and Tony. So I missed it. Now that's a show that could come back. You can bring it back on Netflix. You can bring it back on BET Plus. I enjoyed Girlfriends. But every time we get a good show that we like, they always discontinue it. They'll do about 8 seasons and then they discontinue it. No pun intended, but that's what they do. But happy birthday to Egypt. You're probably got the best mom and dad in the world. Your mom is Alicia Keys, and your dad is Swiss Beats. Did y'all know the Swiss Beats look a little bit like Gonzo? He got that long nose, going. Okay, I didn't say that. But anyway, happy birthday, Egypt, and happy birthday to Lynn, actress Persia White. Also, Buzzin Bizzle wants to send condolences out to a couple of celebrities we lost recently. Special blessing to Heaven's Gained Another Angel. Kevin Hart lost his father. What was his name? Henry, I think. Yeah, Henry Witherspoon. No relation to Pops Witherspoon, John Witherspoon. But Kevin Hart, we give our condolences to you on behalf of Buzzin Bizzle. my show, and B-Side Productions offers our sympathy to you on the loss of your father, Mr. Witherspoon. Also, country singer Lynn Conway passed away. So we give a special condolences to you on behalf of B-Sides Production. And there was another. Let me see. I had a. You all didn't say anything about Coolio passing. You remember in the Gangster's Paradise? He had this braids and all of that, the wild braids. Coolio passed away at the young age of 59. That is young. It just seems like everybody's getting young and like 59, 54. You know, when I was a little girl, death was always viewed as, somebody that was old and they were sick, or it was just an older person. Now that as you get older in your 20s, 30s, and 40s, you see death comes in all ages. And you do not know the time nor the hour that you will lose somebody special to you. So make sure you stop having a shitty attitude and treat people the way they want to be treated, which is respected. Always remember that, because you don't know if you're going to see them today or tomorrow. And there was another death. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you all remember the show Will and Grace. That was a good sitcom on NBC, I think, for a long time. And you remember the little guy, the little short guy? I think he played Beverly or something. Anyway, that was comedian Leslie Jordan. He unfortunately passed away in a terrible car accident, I think last week or a couple of days ago. He started getting really famous for Will and Grace, but on Instagram, because he would have this. I think he had like a catchphrase. Well, what the hell are you gonna do with that? He was just funny, such an adorable person. I didn't get to meet him in person, but again, heaven has gained a lot of angels. Coolio. Special condolences to your family from B-Sides Production, Lynn Conway, and then again, like I said, Mr. Leslie Jordan. One of the things I noticed, I work in the medical field, and I wanted to get people to understand, and this is a very sensitive subject, but it's bothering me, so I think I wanted to talk about it tonight on the show. If you have loved ones in the home, or children, or even you yourself are experiencing things like, I don't know, some families go through a lot. They might be losing a loved one that's going through cancer or some illness or anything. Please make sure you have your affairs in order. I talk every day to a lot of people. They don't have their affairs in order. They don't have insurance. They don't have anything. They don't even have a support team. So please make sure you go to MetLife's website, or you can go on Facebook and go to my cousin, Lachey Noel, and she's a MetLife representative, and she will help you get your affairs in order. Okay, but please get your affairs in order because it just seems like, again, like I said earlier, you don't know if we get ready to have babies, or we losing loved ones, or babies are dying. Please, 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 I beg you, get your affairs in order. Try to take care of your health now, because it's just a lot. What's the Buzzin Bizzle got so much to tell you all. It's a lot. But get your affairs in order. I know you don't want to talk about it. Nobody likes to talk about it. But you don't want to be faced with that at the end, having to realize, ooh, wow, what am I going to do? So again, get your affairs in order. And if you don't know, even inbox me, and I will send you information on what to do. Who you need to talk to get things set up, because it's very, very important. Whether you want to be buried, whether you want to be cremated, who do you want to be your power of attorney, if you need a legal will, estate planning. It is such it's a sadful thing, and it can also be peaceful. But please just get your affairs in order. Buzzin Bizzle is begging you. I am begging you on these bended knees. Get your affairs in order. It's real serious, especially if you're married and you got little children. We always plan for other things. I'm finna take a vacation. I'm finna do this. Make sure you have life insurance and have your affairs in your order, so your family won't be crying and struggling, trying to figure out what to do with you. Instead of letting the state put you in a box and putting a wooden stick up to my here they lie. Okay, I'm real serious. Let me go ahead and get started, because again, I know we started late, and I'm so sorry. But like I said, I had to have a dry shirt. I wanted y'all to see my shirt, Buzzin Bizzle. I want to bring my guest on. I met this young lady about, oh, geez, it's been a while, maybe 5 years ago, might have been a little longer. Through my co-host who I had on last week, Alice Boswell, my special guest of Just Me magazine and Pieces of Alice, and her and I just clicked. She got a beautiful personality. She's in the work field, and she's just a wonderful, bright joy to know. I did not know she had a testimony story, and I wanted her to share this with my audience tonight. So, if you can, we're going to go ahead just in a matter of seconds here and bring on my first guest, Jovi. There she is. Hey, boo.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good. You look so pretty. Look at
Thank you.
you.
You do too.
Girl, look, I had to wash up after that rain, girl. You see all these grays, girl. Look here.
Right here.
You
Why
are
do you think I'm
fine.
going more blonde?
Girl, you know what? I think I'm gonna go back blonde because this here, this ain't working. Because every time I go with my wife, they be like, "Oh, you bought your mama?"
You're like, what?
Yeah, I'll be like, "Do she kiss her mama like this?" You know, people get on my damn nerve, but that's okay. That's the people. Welcome to Buzzin Bizzle. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's a great opportunity, and I really am grateful that you brought me on.
Yes, yes, because I love your story. And if you don't mind tonight, I just want you to, touch our people. I want to keep you on throughout the show as well. But I want you to touch our audience and just give them a testimony of what happened and how'd you get to where you are right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know we were talking about it a couple of weeks ago,
Yeah.
and it all started with my grandmother dying of type 2 diabetes.
Mm.
So that's what got me into studying a little bit more about health. And I got aligned with different people, especially in the health and wellness department, which was Christopher Sasha that helped me with losing 130 pounds. And then I also have Dr. Philip that I work with closely as well that helps me out with, and both of them, they help me with the type 2 diabetics as well. So with
Okay.
the
How did you meet Dr. Phillip? Was that through your insurance or what was that? What was that through?
no, so Dr. Philip was introduced to me about a year and a half ago or two. No, I think it's been 2 years already.
Okay.
With Christopher Sasha. That's how I met Dr. Philip. And
Okay.
Dr.
And
Philip
Christopher, you work with Christopher, right?
as well.
Okay.
Christopher
Okay.
Sasha. Well, he's the one that taught me all this changes about my health,
Oh,
losing
we should have had
130
him on the
pounds.
show. I wish I'd
I
have known that. Okay.
know.
I hope he's watching. I hope you're watching, Christopher.
Yeah, so without both of their helps, I think I wouldn't be where I'm at right now, especially with
Okay.
my health. Um, yeah,
Okay. So what happened? When did you start noticing there was things that needed to change in your health?
me, when I couldn't breathe.
Mm.
I had asthma. So about maybe 6 years ago, I almost died from walking pneumonia.
Oh
So
boy.
that made me even change a little bit more. So I have been studying health and wellness for about 10 years. Wanted to know a little bit more about the body, how to prevent type 2 diabetes because I thought I could inherit the type 2 diabetes because of my grandmother's death with type 2 diabetes. But actually, type 2 diabetes, you are able to reverse it if you are on time as well to try
So
to
now
reverse.
what exactly is type 2 diabetes? When you say that, does that mean there's a type 1 diabetes?
Yes. So type 1 diabetes, you have to have insulin at all times. So you have to, there's no way to reverse type 1 diabetes. Type
Okay.
2 diabetes, you actually prevent or you actually can get type 2 diabetes because of how you eat and also
Mm.
stress. So that's what we've learned that, or I learned that because of stress, you can get type 2 diabetes and also the way you eat. So if you don't know the way you eat or don't have the education behind it, at least a little bit more knowledge about how to eat better for
Okay.
yourself, because everybody's body is different and
Yeah.
everybody's body is an individual. So you can't just do any type of diet just for the heck of it. Everybody has an individual body, and you have to see what works for you.
Okay, so you said you lost your grandmother. What do you remember about your grandmother with the diabetes? Like, were you old enough to know that that's what she had?
No, yeah. So
Okay.
he died probably like 12 years ago, 12,
Oh
13
boy.
years ago.
Okay.
So I would help out, taking care of her, always checking her blood sugars. They amputated her finger, and then
Oh,
her toe, and then her leg. And then they started doing dialysis, which is more painful. So my grandma for me was like a saint. Like,
okay.
she didn't deserve to die that way.
So now,
Um,
why did they have to amputate? You said her finger, her leg, and what else?
her finger, her toe first, her foot,
Oh,
and then her leg.
why did they have to take? Why? What happened?
Because of the diabetes, since you have too much sugar in your body. And if something happens, if you get a cut in your skin or anything like that, you can get gangria, and that's how
Mm.
they end up amputating people's
So
body.
she might have gotten a cut like in her finger or something,
Yeah,
and then they want to take it.
yeah. So they
Oh
have to
my
take it
god.
out. Like, it was her ring finger, and they cut that off. Yeah, so little stuff like that, and
Oh
it's
god.
sad, that you actually see this
Well, how her leg? Now, I know she ain't cut her leg, so how did she get down to her leg?
all the way to her knee.
Oh,
Yeah. So that's where, the mindset starts changing. Like, okay, what can I do to not go through that? What is it that I have to do to fix, my body, or at least eat healthier so I can be healthy and live longer?
so
So
what made you come up and have a conversation with what is his name again that you work with?
with Christopher
With
Sasha,
Christopher,
it
yeah.
wasn't,
How did y'all bring that conversation up?
we were talking about health. So he's a health strategist, and we just started talking about health in general, and he introduced some products to me, and I was like, oh wow. I was like, okay. I was like, well, I have my company too at that time, and I was like, I'm looking for something for my daughter, and this would be perfect, something different. Let me try it. So
Okay.
I got
Are you
that
are you
product.
able to are you able to share what that is? What he introduced?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
absolutely. So we have one product that's been Hayani, and then I'm also using this product as well with CTFO.
Oh, okay. King, can you type that in the on the screen for the people? Now, what is that and why do you use it?
The CelluV repairs your cells from the inside out, so it detoxifies you, and then it rejuvenates all of your actual your cells.
Okay.
So what I saw, because I did lose a lot of weight, once I started using this product, I started seeing everything come back together. So
Hmm.
I'm scared of any surgery stuff, so I won't go.
Don't worry about it. I'm scared too. Don't even worry about it. Yeah.
So now the process right now for me is to get everything back together, and, not to have loose skin. So with this product, I've noticed that everything's coming back together, and I don't have as much loose skin as, some other people that lost 130 pounds.
Yeah, like the skin isn't sagging or whatever. Like
Exactly.
you had like a maybe like a weight loss surgery or something like that where the skin sometimes sags.
Yeah. So I did lose it slowly a little bit. And I got to the weight where it was like, I did it slow. I didn't do it where it was like, wham, bam, let's just get it off. No,
Hmm.
I did it gradually.
What did you do?
I
I'm
did.
nosy. What did you do? Like, tell me some of the stuff. First of all, I think what I did, I
Mhm,
cheated. I'm so excited about talking to you, and I'm so excited. Go back to the story if you don't mind. You
mhm.
said you almost died. Can you share that with us?
Oh,
What
yeah.
happened?
So I almost died of walking pneumonia. I
Now,
was
what's
working.
what is walking pneumonia?
Walking pneumonia is close to pneumonia, but you don't feel that you're sick. So I
Hmm.
didn't feel that I was sick. I started not wheezing a little bit, and that's when I'm like, you know what? I think I need to go to a hospital. And I'm not one to go to the hospital. I don't like hospitals
Okay.
whatsoever.
Okay.
And I drove myself to the hospital, and they're like, you have walking pneumonia. You can't leave.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
and luckily I had a friend, her name's Teresa. She showed up and into the hospital, and she saw me like standing by the wall. And I do have like an enlarged heart too. So she's
What
like,
is this?
what's
Oh
wrong,
my.
Jovi? Like, I was like, I can't breathe. So she went straight to the nurse's station, and she got them to get me in sooner because my lips were purple. I was super white, more white than
Oh
what I
my
am.
gosh. Right. Like, oh my God. Mm.
So that's how I almost died. Well, I did because I said, I was like, man, I saw God, and I was like, no, I can't be here. I need to take care of my daughter.
Girl, get at it. When you saw him, did he have waves or whatever? Did he have contact? What did what did he? No, I'm messing with you. I'm being
A
silly,
bright
girl.
light. Let's just say that.
Girl, I'm trying to tell you. That's probably his iPhone. Like, where you at, girl? I'm trying to go down this hallway. Let me see
Right?
you real quick. Yeah. So okay, so you had this near death experience. So after you were
Mhm.
in the hospital and they told you you were diagnosed with walking pneumonia,
Mhm.
what did they do? I mean, I know they hooked you up to IVs and all of that stuff
They
first.
gave me IVs. I had a mask for oxygen. I was in the hospital for a whole week
Mm,
um, until they were able to let me go in order for me to like breathe on my own. I did leave with like a nebulizer
okay.
and then medication. So I went strong with more of the natural products.
What
And
natural products did you like? What did you go first? What did you do to your diet after you noticed that and they gave you medicine? What clicked in your head that made you say, "I'm gonna change everything"?
well, I thought I was doing it correctly because I had studied, you're eating your carbs, you have to have your breads, your pasta, your vegetables, you have to have a certain amount of chicken, and that's all I would eat, right? So
Okay.
I thought I was eating healthy. But in reality, when I met Christopher, he's like, you have to change all of that. That's not healthy. And
Oh
so
boy.
that's when I realized, I was like, I'm doing it wrong. I was like, yeah, okay, well, let me see.
Right. Right.
So
Right.
he
Right.
did suggest to start with fasting. Fasting
Did you
helped
say
me.
flaxseed?
No, fasting.
Oh,
Fasting.
fasting. Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
So I do fasting, and I do at least 3 to 4 times a week, all depending, or even 5 times now. I've increased it. So
For how
in the
long?
beginning, I started just like during the week. In the beginning, I started with 2 days out of the week, and then I increased it to three,
Ugh.
and then now I'm up to like 5 days out of the week.
That
Sometimes
you don't eat?
no, I fast, but I fast maybe like 16 to 17 hours, 18 the most. I'll
Okay.
have one day that's a 24-hour fast.
Mm.
I won't exceed that. Hmm.
Okay. So that's intermittent fasting, or
Yes.
okay. Okay. All right.
Hmm.
Wow. I can't do fast and run to the curb, so I don't know if I could do it. God, dog, that is whoa, that is definitely willpower. So that means you're serious.
Yeah.
Okay. So what did you do? What did Christopher tell you to do, like with your diet? I know when you and I discussed it, you mentioned something too
Mhm.
about your blood type.
So
So
yeah,
tell
my
me about
blood
that.
type, I'm an O positive. Um, so it's one of the, I think it's O positive or O negative, one of the two, where it's like the
Okay.
oldest blood that there is that you can only donate to. You can donate to everyone. You're universal to everyone, but no one can donate to you unless you're O positive or O negative. I don't
Get
remember
out of
exactly.
here.
Yeah.
Wow.
So um, I went towards more of the keto diet with him.
Okay,
A
now
lot
what's
of
that?
protein. Keto would be more like meat. So I did a little variation. So I did switch it up a little bit. I did keto, Mediterranean diet, and my version of Mexican food. Since I'm
Okay.
Mexican, I
All right.
had
All
to
right.
stick with my ethnicity. So I did
Okay.
do a little bit changes on some recipes where I can actually eat the way I want to, basically.
Now,
Instead of like,
did you eliminate all sweets? Because that's my problem. I love sweets, cakes, donuts, pies, cookies.
so that's the good things. That's where I started doing different recipes.
Okay.
And I am working on a project in reference to that. So that's the one thing was the sweets. I started craving sweets after a while. After the year of doing my, losing so much weight, I
Mhm.
did remove sugar out of my diet.
Oh,
Um,
gee.
but I've been using like the monk fruit, the stevia.
I
Um,
love monk fruit. I don't like stevia. It makes your breath taste like gym shoe.
yeah.
But, yeah, monk fruit,
Yeah.
delicious. Yes,
Yeah.
expensive, but it is cheaper than a hospital bill. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'll take monk
So
fruit
I'll
any
do
day.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
And I've done different recipes with those. I've done pies, cheesecakes, um, like fat bombs, different stuff. So
Okay.
I've done a little bit of um, experimenting with my recipes
So do
because
you meal prep?
I do. I
Okay.
do meal prep. I do it for the week, and that's the reason why I do it because of the mindset. That's what
Right.
made me change. So my mindset was I had stress eating. So whenever I would stress, I would go and get chips or I would
Girl.
get anything that, like if I wanted pizza, I would go out and get pizza or anything fast foods.
Yeah.
So
Stuff
with,
we ain't supposed to have.
I know. So with
Mhm.
the intermediate fasting, and also the meal prepping, that switched my mindset a little bit. So I was like, okay, you know what? From this time to this time, this is my stress eating, and this is
Okay.
what I'm gonna have. So I did do more of the high fats and high protein diet on there.
When you say
Um,
fats, what do you mean by fats? Tell me what that
so
is.
good healthy fats, which would be like avocados,
Okay.
coconut oil, avocado oil, um, butter as well.
Okay. So now
Those grass
what
fed.
kind of butter though?
So it's a grass fed, like an Irish butter.
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever had that.
I've seen it in Mariano's. I haven't had it, but I've seen it in there.
So Costco also has it.
Okay.
And they have their version as well. And that one's pretty good too.
What
So
about snacks, Jovi? Like I do know pumpkin seeds are okay. Not with the shell, just the regular pumpkin seeds
mhm.
and unsalted sunflower, but what other snacks?
Unsalted, they have to be raw. Pistachios,
Okay.
pecans, walnuts. Those are like your good high, and
Is
also
cashews okay? I love raw cashews.
Dr. Phillips says that they're fine, and Christopher would say no.
Okay, so why did Chris say no? Tell me why.
Because he says that that's a fruit. So,
A
uh,
cashew is a fruit?
yeah.
Okay, okay.
So that's the
Okay.
only thing. So, but
Does Christopher know that broccoli is a man-made vegetable? Does he know
a
that?
man-made vegetable.
I mean, I ain't seen no broccoli trees around here, no broccoli coming out the ground, but
Right.
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know. Something to think about.
Right.
Okay. So that's new. I did not know that. I'm glad you shared that with me.
Yeah.
Cashew is a fruit.
I think that's what he said. I'm
Okay.
not sure now.
Well, that's okay. When you talk to him tomorrow, say, "Did you tell me cashew was a fruit?" Because I'm gonna sure
Right.
look it up tonight. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, yeah. Okay, so you changed everything. The fats. You switched to different meats. Did you incorporate exercise and more water?
Yes. So I do drink a whole gallon of water.
What? A gallon
A gallon of water
every day?
every day. And if I don't, at least half of the gallon. But I try to drink a whole gallon
What
each
kind of
day.
water?
Just water, spring water, or
You drink
alkaline
the
water.
whole gallon? Don't they make
Yeah.
you go to the washroom or not?
Yes.
Oh my
People are
god!
like, what are you doing in the restroom for that long? It's all the
I'm
water that
tingling.
you
Some of you
take.
powdering your nose. Jeez.
Right.
Wow. Okay, so every day, and you've been doing that for how long now?
It's been 4 years already. Like almost about the
Consistency.
same time that I met you.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's about
Consistency
the
is the
same
key.
time. Yeah. So I was almost 300 pounds. I was at 295. I'm
Mm,
down to 160 pounds. I know
girl, I'm jealous.
I want to go down to 150, but my body set point is there. So I'm doing some other stuff. I'm working with Dr. Philip in reference to that,
Okay,
and he's helping me out. Like, so I'm taking now Shape and Burn. So
okay.
this
Can
capsule
people
helps you.
can they find that online? Or is
Yeah,
that prescribed only?
it would be under Reversing Type 2 Diabetes Nerds.
Okay,
myctfo.com.
okay.
Okay. And then when I work out, I also do CBD oil. So that's helped me with all my
Did you
other
say CBD oil?
CBDA.
I
Yeah.
knew it. You getting high. I knew that was the key to losing all that weight. You
No,
talking all that
no.
other stuff about vegans and sailors. You smoking them blunts. I
Oh,
knew it. I knew it.
no.
Okay, all right.
It doesn't have a seed.
No, no, no. You don't even think you drink dirty water. So I know you
Dirty
and you
water.
don't drink. So never mind. I am so glad that you and what do you weigh now? 100 and what?
160 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah. So my
Wow.
goal is to get to 150, but I want to get more fit, you know.
Okay.
So that's the goal.
Okay.
And it's just for my own preference, just so I can feel better and have more
So
muscle.
now,
That
so my last question is: so the medicines that you were taking when you got diagnosed with the walking pneumonia and were trying to prevent getting the diabetes type 2, you're not on any medications now, are you?
no medications whatsoever,
Wow.
nothing.
Wow.
I used to always have an inhaler. I don't even need to use an inhaler anymore
Get out of here.
whatsoever. Whatsoever.
That is so
So
beautiful. So beautiful. And so now how does your you have one daughter, right?
yeah,
How does your baby feel? Like, does she notice, like, man, mommy, you lost a little weight, you looking cute there, mama? What? How does she feel
thinks
about
I'm
that?
obsessed too much with with the weight loss. So
No, no. Tell little girl, let mommy do that. Mama got to have a life too, Jody.
right.
I'm glad you shared your experience. Thank you so much,
Well, thank
Jovi.
you for having me.
King, put that website up there again because it's a lot of people up here who are not aware of any of the symptoms. Like you said, you had walking pneumonia and you didn't even know it.
Yeah.
But thank God for that friend Teresa. You know, Teresa is the best name in the world.
Right.
Anybody named Teresa, they're just little angels.
They're
But
angels.
yeah, but thank God you had that friend Teresa to look at you and get those nurses to move and push a little forward, and that you are here in our presence
Wow.
on the Buzzin Bizzle show. I'm going to bring my next guest on because I started late. I don't want to keep you all on all night because I know y'all got a hump day tomorrow. Thank you again, Jovi. You don't
Thank
mind staying
you.
on with us, do you? You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, good, good, good. So, what I wanted to get the audience really focused on, besides changing your attitude and having your personal affairs in order and being healthy, thanks to my sweet friend Jovi. It's getting ready to get cold outside, and so you know when it get cold outside, everybody want to cuddle up, have something to squish on, and hug on and rub toes with. So you know what people do. This is cuddle season. The Bears is playing. Hockey season coming up. So I had to go and find the number one sex expert in the room. Yeah, yeah, girl. No, it ain't me, Jovi. I'm sorry. I can't tell my secrets. I'm a freak, but I ain't this freaky. Um, I went and found one of my other close girlfriends, and I asked her to be on tonight, and she took time out of her busy schedule. So I want to bring on my sex expert from the Black Ivory layer. Black Ivory is in the room. Woo!
Woo, woo.
There she- Yes,
Hello, hello, hello. How are y'all doing tonight?
we see how you doing. See what I'm talking about, Joey? Freaky motherfuckers, boy.
I'm getting ready to get out of here in a little bit to go and have a little fun before I actually have to clock in, so don't tell nobody, y'all. I just might play hooky from work tonight. So I am so sorry. Did I say that out loud? Okay.
No, yep, you did. You did.
I'm gonna be serious. I'm gonna be serious. Okay. Are y'all
I
ready?
like your outfit. That's cute.
Thank
Welcome.
you. Thank you. I have this one is from last year actually. And I'm trying to add to my repertoire. So I have a couple that are on the way that I get to play with this weekend. So
okay. Well, tell the audience what they got to get their freak on with for the cold months. That's what you're here for. Ooh. Matter of fact, what in the hell is that you sitting in?
Oh, this is my pleasure swing, you guys. So this layer is actually leased. So I didn't want to put any holes in, the owner's ceilings and things. So I have what is called a swing stand. Okay. So it takes up about a 5x7 floor space. Okay. But I get to play all kinds of naughty fun with it, guys. Ooh, it supports up to 350 pounds.
Lies. I know if I put my big ass in there, y'all will be calling 911, but that's okay.
No, you won't. No, you won't. Trust me. There is a spring attachment that will allow it to actually hold up to 600 pounds. Oh, so okay. Anybody can have fun without, I should say, complications of position issues. This actually holds you when you aren't able to get them legs up where you need to get them up to. Oh. And if your partner can't bear your weight, this helps them out.
Okay, so those things you holding on, that's for somebody's legs?
This is for your legs or your feet, yes, and you can do all kinds of fun things. I'm trying to keep this PG-13-ish.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I just put my leg in it. It don't look like my leg can fit in it. It look like my left arm can go into my leg, though.
Your leg can fit in it. Trust me, your leg can fit. Ooh, don't worry about that.
Okay, and so that swing, that's going to hold you when you're sitting down?
Yes. I am actually sitting and swinging right now. I tried to get back farther, but then I couldn't see my screen. So you guys.
Yeah, no, I don't want you to swing out the window. Yeah, that would be painful to you, but yeah.
It is very pleasurable. There are other options of swings. There's the door swing. There's ones that you can actually, if it's your layer, your home, that you can actually hang from your ceiling.
The ceiling? What the fuck we doing from the ceiling? Damn. Jovi, you gonna hang from the ceiling when you lose another 10 pounds? God, don't think so. Right, go ahead, Black Ivory. I ain't mad at you. Come on.
Well, I mean, to each his own. Some people, I don't know if you've heard about the YouTube video that was out on, I believe it was on Netflix, about creating your own dungeon. So essentially my layer is my dungeon. I create it for pleasure and play. I do on occasion have clients that come over and to receive services. So, you have to have different toys, different apparatuses for different people. Depends on what they're interested in. So,
okay. But so yeah, what would you recommend for? Let me see. If somebody wanted to have C stimulation, what would you recommend?
Oh, 1 second.
Okay. Don't go nowhere, y'all. She got the stuff now.
No, I've got some things that I kind of have out a little bit, kind of close, but y'all, I'm blind. I'm getting older, so
okay. You ain't blind. You know where to put it.
I know how things operate.
Yeah. You know where to grab it. That you ain't forgot nothing.
Oh my goodness, that is too funny. I do have on hand that the infamous Rose. You all know the simulator.
I done heard about that damn Rose, girl.
These are to me are beginners. I really like them if you want that puffing type of stimulation. Nothing wrong with that. But my favorite, the layer house favorite, is the fantasy for her or him, because it can be utilized on several different body parts. But this
child.
lovely
Jovi, you see that?
is a fantasy.
Girl,
This-
that looked like the part of my sleep apnea machine. What the hell is that in the front? Yeah, what is going
Well,
on?
instead of blowing air, it sucks. So depending on where you put it,
Okay.
it actually stimulates in, like I said, a sucking fashion and also a flicking tongue action.
What?
So I don't know if you can see the tongue
Girl,
flicking.
I hear it and see it. Oh my goodness.
I know it's kind of loud, but it really is the pleasure that you want is what you're
Okay.
looking for.
Okay. That's wow.
But yeah, it actually flicks. So the tongue goes up and down. It sucks. And it has 17 different vibrational functions.
17.
Yeah, because each, like if the tongue is flicking upwards, then it has its own. And if it's flicking down, it has its own. And if it's just sucking, it has its own vibrational.
I didn't know you could have 17. Hell, I only know about 4. Shit. 4 corners.
Right,
in a
right.
circle.
But variety.
Figure 8. That's what.
You don't want to get too your body to get bored with something. So having a variation, a variety of stimulants is always helpful.
Okay.
But we also carry, the standard kinky things, which are like, cuffs, masks,
You said cuffs.
Of course.
Oh, hell no. You ain't finna lock me up. Jovi, you want somebody to lock you up, Jovi?
Well, that's a pleasure again of having the stand because it has like little areas where you can actually bond your person so they can
Yeah, so you like getting locked up in 17 different vibrations, huh?
I like locking up. I like doing the locking.
So when you lock them up, tell the audience, what do you do at Black Ivory Layer after you lock them up?
Well, again, everything is consensual, of course.
Okay.
But it really depends on the client. Some of them like to have stimulation, which is like not only bondage, but spanking. They like to be manually stimulated.
Okay.
So it just really depends. Some of them even like to be tickled. So, it just depends on their interest.
Wow. So now if somebody want to make an appointment with you, where can they go to, visit you, call you, look you up?
I don't think I posted it with you guys early, but our website is blackivoryslayer.com.
Oh, there it is.
That one is actually directly to our store.
Okay.
But it's just everything except up to blackivoryslayer.com. And that's the website for scheduling and booking. So
all right, so blackivorylayers.com.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
But we carry a variety of different items, from the basic to however your mind goes. So we have manual toys, we have ones that are electric. Also.
Do you have edible underwear? Do they still make that?
They do. I don't really sell a lot of that because the sizing is not for my clientele size.
Okay, I understand. It's for cardboard people. I get it.
Yes, most of my clients are BBW or
plus size. Yeah, size. Big strong men. Got you. Right.
Yeah, the men are they got little meat on the bones. Okay,
all right. They thick. Okay,
I like them thick.
I do understand. Jovi, did you see anything there that might help you lose the 10 pounds besides swinging on that swing back there? I mean, I don't
have anything that's gonna help you lose weight, but I have things that'll help you with your pleasure and your self-care.
Well, I heard with pleasure you're supposed to burn more calories. That's what I heard.
Hey, I do teach writing classes. I teach all kinds of different things. So if you need something to help you stimulate your energy, definitely go to my website.
All right. Well, thank you for being on. That was my nasty segment. I appreciate you, Black Ivory. Jovi, I appreciate you for teaching us how to live a healthier lifestyle. When you go to work, tell Christopher he need to call me so I can lose a couple of pounds here.
I'll go ahead and tell him.
All right, ladies. I want to thank both of you all so much for coming on with me tonight. Again, when you get through, sharing is caring, so make sure you share tonight's episode. And to my audience out there, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up because I got a blood pressure medicine to take so I can be back on next month. Buzzin Bizzle. Jovi, love you, mama.
Talk to Dr. Phillip.
Black Ivory, lubrication in the mix. Y'all
Gotcha,
have a good night. Y'all have a good night, everybody. Thank you for watching Buzzin Bizzle. I'm out.